Here in Tabakit, I spent a little time with the Lazama brothers and some of their friends taking a break from the farm. The Lazama brothers manage quite an extensive farm. The farm spreads across many acres, and presently there is a wide variety of crops being produced. Some of these crops are bell peppers, pimento peppers, hot peppers, cabbages, cauliflower, lettuce, tomato, and eggplant are among a few of the items they have growing on the farm. This farm is one of the many farms found in the Tabakit area. The one thing they all have in common is that they need a large amount of water to sustain their produce. As we take a little tour through the farm, we can see the extent of the irrigation system and the sprinkler system. These beds was prepared to be planted in the coming week. As we tour through the fields, we can see various crops at different stages of development. Some have been recently planted, where others are close to harvest. Some of these are short-term, usually taken between 1 to about 3 months to produce. Others, like the bananas in the background, can take as much as a year to produce. And as the sun shines on these crops as we travel through the fields, we get a mesmerizing effect. The crops need water, and these rivers travel through the farmlands, providing that much needed water for the crops. The farmers would pump the water from the river through the sprinklers, and this is usually done twice a day. The river is very much needed for these farmlands to survive. In the Tabakit area, there are 2 major dams, and some of the farmers even produce their crops along the edges of these dams. One such farmer is Mr. Victor, and in this interview, he will explain some of the problems that the Tabakit farmers has. Good afternoon, Mr. Victor.
Good afternoon, sir.
I understand you are a farmer in this area here.
Yes.
And how old are you?
70 years.
70 years.
Yeah.
And you have spent most of your life in this area?
Yeah. Yes.
All
Over
right.
40-something years.
So what could you tell us about this area here? Anything interesting history-wise or so? Can you tell us about this area?
Well, my father used to watchman for Seram when they started building the dam. Right?
Right.
And then Alma passed and my brother went and cut a tree and he died. And after that, my father leave the work and he put me to watchman for Seram. So I used to watchman for Sierra. That time they was building the dam, the embankment and thing. Right? And that is how much about 40 years or something, 40 something years. That is this many dam built. Yeah.
Right. So that means you knew this area before the dam was built.
Yes, yes.
Right.
Here was we used to call it Tobago and River Junction where they but a lot of forests, right? The two rivers used to meet there. Right?
Right.
So that's why they come and they block there and they make the embankment.
Okay.
Understand?
So it had a river previously.
Yeah, well, was Tobago River and Nareva River. Nareva River come from the head of the big dam. Right? Well, they block and they make the big dam and then they call this one the mini dam. You understand?
Right.
And then they come and they block it here because you know that is to supply the next one when the next dam run down.
Right.
They just use here and come back. You understand?
So the small dam,
Yeah, this is the small dam.
the water is pumped to replenish the big dam.
The big dam, yeah, to keep it all with that.
Right. And what's the name they call it big dam?
Well, we call it Navet.
Navet Dam.
Right? And we just call this one mini dam.
Navet Mini Dam.
Yes, the mini dam.
Oh, very good.
So we're down in mini dam here right now.
Right. Now, what is it you usually plant on the land here?
Well, I have pumpkin. I used to plant tomatoes, hot pepper, and all them things, corn, and all kind of different things. But the flood passed twice. You understand?
Right.
It overflowed, bring down lilies, mash up all my pipe. You understand? Okay, if you're watching the bush, you'll see some of them things down there. You know, you can't take it up.
And I realized the last flood that passed here was quite deep.
Yes, it covered the camp down there, our camp down there, it covered.
All right, and this camp here,
This is the next one I'll make up here.
how high the water reached in this
So
camp?
it reached inside there about 3 feet.
About 3 feet
3
inside
feet
here.
inside because I dig up the ceiling, dig up the
And this is the high area, which means your crops, all your crops would have been underwater.
Yeah, water is mash up everything.
Everything, all the pipes, everything went.
Yes.
The floodwaters rise to such levels that it even destroyed the rails on one of the access bridge to the farmlands. And the surface of the access roads was damaged in many areas. So you were not compensated for the loss?
No, nothing. I buy back. Everything I buy back, and if you notice, I also have to plow up the land. I'm starting to move back from scratch. You understand?
Okay, and this is all out of your pocket?
All of your pocket.
Since you've been farming in this area, since before the dam built, have you ever seen flood like that before?
No, never.
It's the very first time?
First time. It come, but not that height.
During the flood, most of the country's low-lying areas were underwater, especially the farmlands. As the water recedes, we can see some of the devastation of the farmlands. Now, in Tabakit, on the whole, you have lived how long in Tabakit?
Well, my life.
All your life. So
Yeah,
you
all my
were
life.
born here, you grew here, and farming is what you've done all your life.
No, I used to work wasa too. I work forestry, and then I work wasa for 30 something years. Right?
Okay.
But like Saturday and Sunday, and if I get a little thing on a holiday, public holiday, you get. Always in the garden. I get a little chance in the garden because it's something I love.
Right.
You see, because my father showed me, your garden don't leave you hungry. If it's one thing, right, you will come in the garden and must get something to eat.
Right,
And that is what happened to the generation now. They don't want to plant at all.
Right.
None. They want fast food.
And
How will you get fast food?
And presently, the crops that we produce here,
Yeah.
it's on the local market, and some of it is even exported.
Yes, well, no, now, I mean, they used to buy the pepper from us. But they have a system when they want to use you, right? Like that time they calling you, Mr. Deleon, you don't have pepper, you don't have peppers. No, you have to set a market with me, you have to put me involved, right? So I know you are planting for, right? When they want, right? Then they're looking for you. How you will know that? Sometimes when if I plant pepper and that one plant pepper and several people, we supposed to have a market. Everybody know what they're planting, so we know what flood the market. That is the system we supposed to work under. If it's 10% planting pepper, we know that goat is enough for consumption. What could export? You know what I mean?
Right.
You don't get that.
So there's not much planning with the market.
No planning whatsoever.
Would you have any advice for farmers, especially in this area, what they could probably do to improve the quality of farming, the quality of the farmer's life in this area?
Yes, I will say they have to get together as a team because unity is strength.
Right. So
Right.
presently there is no real organization between the farmers.
No, it is only they carry names. You see, title. That is all they do. But after that, when you get deep in the soil, it have nothing in it. No fruits. No fruits. You reach nothing of it.
Right. So unity for the farmers
Yes.
will mean strength for the farmers.
Yes.
And it will mean profit for the farmers.
Profit for the farmers.
In spite of all the problems, Mr. Victor and his family still strive to produce food for our nation. Thanks to families like Mr. Victor's and the Lazamas, we can enjoy fresh produce at our markets and supermarkets.